If you're a local business owner, you don't need ads to get booked solid. The advertising trap most owners fall into. Picture this. You own a local go-to service. Every month, you pay $2,000 for ads on Google or Facebook. Some months, you get good leads. Other month, nothing but tire kickers. Nothing but tire kickers who waste your time. The ad platforms keeps raising prices. Your cost per lead goes up from $50 to $70 to $100. You feel stuck on a treadmill. Stop paying and the phone stops ringing. Sounds familiar? You're not alone. Most local service business owners believe they need to keep spending money on ads forever just to survive. But what if I told you there's a better way? A way that fills your calendar without quality, that fills your calendar with quality leads without spending a dime on ads after the first 90 days. Let me show you how one gutter company in McKinney, Texas did that exactly. And I'm going to show you how you can also replicate this system for your business. The website generated 16 qualified leads, spending less than $100 to generate, with people filling out this form right here. This is the website, a simple one-page website that cost less than $100 to build. And I'm going to show you exactly what made Google rank this website for keywords like gutter repair McKinney, position number 2, gutter contractor, position number 1, gutter installer, position number 1, and how you can replicate the same system for your service-based business. When people search for your business in Google, 3 sections appear. The very first section is the sponsored section. This is where most of you business owners are actually trying to compete with other businesses and the price keeps going up. This section actually gets 25% of the calls. The second section is the Google Map Hack section, where Google ranks 3 businesses the same it's worthy based on ranking signals and how long they've been in business or the things they did to actually make them rank. This section here gets 65% of all of the leads that are coming in. The remaining 10% goes to this organic section right here. You might think that's way too small. If you stick with me to the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to guarantee generate 20 to 30 qualified leads every single month, especially when you serve multiple locations. I really want you to pay attention. You get 20 qualified leads every single month completely from Google, from this section here that gets 10% of the searches right here. So let's take a deep dive into the website itself and see key markers that actually make this website rank. The very first thing we did with websites, the very first step we took was get an exact match domain. What is an exact match domain? Exact match domain basically means you including the core service you render plus the city in getting a domain name. It's more of it like this. Exact match domain, gutter that we do plus the city in getting the domain name itself. And this costs just $15. Remember I said it costs less than $100 to build out this website. So we're removing $15 from this already. The second step is basically to tell Google what our website is all about. Hence, we're able to see that in this website right here, this is our website, and we get this section right, the gutter installation repair cleaning. This is the title of the website, and it tells Google exactly what our website is about. And you can do this by simply including the core service plus the city in which you're trying to render that service in the title tag. The third step is you including the very first headline, the core service plus city also in the very first headline of the website. Then the fourth step is also including the core service plus the city in the very first paragraph just below the first headline. The very first paragraph just below the first headline. So these 4 steps conclude the section above the fold. The next section is the Our Service section. Since in this section, you want to basically list out all of the related services that you offer. In our case, it's cleaning, repairs, replacement, and briefly talk about each of them. The third section is why they should choose our service. So in this section, you want to briefly talk about how long you've been in business, what kind of services you offer the clients, what's your team like, and what structure should they expect from booking a call to basically you fulfilling the process. So that's the entire process it takes from start to finish. If you're licensed, if you're insured, if you offer financing, you want to also include that in the section. This basically builds trust and builds that bond with your customers. The second to last section that you cannot ignore is the frequently asked questions section. So in this section, you want to answer as many queries as possible within your niche that people who are looking for your services are actively searching for. You could basically use AI to fill out all of these sections, ask it an answer, help you generate questions that people might likely ask for, and answer all of these questions in this section. Or you could leverage existing data that Google already has in place. So when people search for your service in your area in on Google, there's this section they call people also ask section. This section basically covers questions people are actively asking on Google. People who are searching for your services, they need more insight. They need to get clarity on a few things before they go ahead and book a call. So you want to be the website that does that. You want to be the business that answers all of these queries. And answering these queries helps you rank in the search, helps Google trust your website more. The very first question here is how much do gutters cost on average in Texas? That's a bit broad for the kind of services we're trying to render in our city. We are targeting McKinney, not the entire of Texas. So I want to rephrase our questions like how much do gutters cost on average in Texas? What is the best gutter company in what is the best gutter company in McKinney, Texas rather? How much does guttering cost in McKinney, Texas? So I want to uh, make those questions and answer them with relative to the city that we are targeting. That's exactly the structure we want to build out for our website. And that concludes the section here. Then the last one is the zip code. We also want to list out all of the zip codes of that specific city that we're targeting. This enables us show up for keywords that are targeting the specific zip code or service that are targeting the specific zip code. Reason being that some homeowners are actually looking for contractors within their zip code. So you want to appear for those searches and thus rank for those keywords. And the next thing we did to get Google to trust this website and rank it and see it as an authority is basically getting our website listed in local directories. Local directories signals Google that we are open for business, but we have this authority to rank. So we'll listed our website on over 400 local directories right here. You could basically go through this list to get your website listed on, or like our case, we hire the services of Mohammed Wahid on Fiverr. It does this for $75, and this is going to save you a lot of time. You get this delivery within 3 to 7 business days. That's the timeline you should expect to get from the services. If this is too cost for you, you could basically go with the smaller plan. I think they have the standard plan and the basic plan. So whichever one your budget carries, go ahead. Or you could basically look for any other freelancer within the website to get the services rendered for yourself. That's all we spent to get this website ranking and generating 16 qualified leads from people filling out the form right here on the website that could have cost us anywhere between $1,600 to $3,000 to generate if we were to run ads for the specific business. So I've given you the blueprint of how you can actually outrank most of your competitors right now. After this case study, there were a lot of things we've learned and also implemented for clients that we service. The first thing is we should have added a phone number on this website like a business owner should have. So we'd have doubled the number of leads. Hence, we just got only 16 leads because people fill out this form. In order for us to have doubled the number of leads, we would have gotten an active phone number on this website. Reason being that most homeowners who are looking to hire our services have an issue they want resolved within the hour or within the same day. They don't want to fill out a form that takes 24 to 72 hours to get response from. So by implementing an active phone on this website alone, would have doubled the number of leads to be maybe 32 or 51 leads over time. Then another marker that helped us build the authority of this website is have a dedicated page for each of these related services that we render. What do I mean by this? Gutter repair will have its own page specifically targeting just gutter repairs in McKinney. The same thing with gutter cleaning, have its own dedicated page targeting McKinney alone. And this will help us show up for searches for people who are looking for gutter cleaning or related cleaning services in the gutter space, and thus build our authority, get us more visibility and more rankings in Google. Then the last step that we would have taken is also target locations that are surrounding McKinney. In our case, we have Prosper, Roland, New Hope, Lowry Crossing. All of these areas are potential targets where we could get clients from. So we could basically build out a service page for each of these cities and locations and let Google know we also service these areas. And this could have also doubled or tripled or even increased the number of leads that we got drastically. In addition to the local citations in the directories, in order for us to rank from position number 3 here to position number 1, we need high quality websites mentioning us. So say you're going into a job interview and you have 5 or 6 of the interviewers who already know you, who already understand the concept of what it is you do. You need not convince the rest of the board to actually hire. You need not convince the rest of the board to actually hire you because you already build trust and authority with them. You have people vouching for you. Also take a Reddit thread. The more people who upvote you, the higher you get to rank that specific thread. That's exactly how Google works. The more websites that mention your business, the more you rank, and the more authority those websites are, the better the authority of your own website. So the basic way to get this is via a press release. A press release is basically a newsworthy article that you put out about your business. And I recommend using this $70 plan, the premium plan, that gets you 450 websites talking about your business. This basically signals a very good trust or reputation for your business. The SEO benefit outweighs the entire cost that it's getting you, basically. In order for you to basically strengthen the domain authority of your website, you need high quality backlinks, high authority websites mentioning your services. And you could basically get this very cheap from my local SEO mentor, Jackie Cho. He offers local guest posts from anywhere between $74 to $90 and niche edits from $90 to $95. And this gets you way up the search for multiple queries that you service in your locations. Remember, all of these links are pointing to the home page. You can see we are outranking big sites like Yelp right here. We are outranking Angie's List. We are outranking to this homeowner. Reason being that Yelp is not targeting gutter contractor on its own page. Angie's List is not using Angie.com to target gutter contractor on its own page. They are ranking with inner pages. Google tends to favor a specific local business rather than all of these big directories itself. So that's because of the number of links that are pointing to it. And these links are coming in as branded anchors. So Google does not penalize them. We're having an exact match domains, and most of these links are coming in as the exact match domain itself. So this further strengthens the authority you have with Google, and thus you rank more. So that's the timeline you expect to get. We started the website in November of 2024, and by January 25 of 2025, we got our very first lead. That is less than 90 days window to get our very first lead. SEO actually takes time as compared to running ads. Within 48 hours, you could get your very first lead that comes in. So like I've established why your home page does not rank as much, why your inner page does not rank as much as the inner page because of the number of links that are pointing to it. So this brings us to the multi-microsite system that we explained. In order for you to outrank your competition in the nearby locations that you service, you want to implement this same service, this same kind of site structure that we did for the McKinney case study for all of these locations. What do I mean by this? You have a dedicated domain for each of these locations that you service, and you repeat the same system, this improved system that we've built out to create a robust page that Google can trust in each of these locations. So imagine getting anywhere between 1 to 2 leads per month per site per location. That's anywhere between 14 to 35 qualified leads from Google completely for free. And that's exactly how you dominate your local area for that specific search. So you have the site structure, like you have the home page targeting the very main service you render, you listing all of the services and the zip codes. Then you have the service hub page that lists all of these related services that you render. You have the location hub that lists all of the locations that you render. You have the location plus service page that lists all of the individual location plus services that you render in these individual locations. And you have a full-blown page of anywhere between 70 to 100 page. The math is basically easy. You get 2 to 5 qualified leads every single month from each of these microsites, assuming you have 7 microsites. That is 14 to 35 leads, no ad spend, just from organic traffic alone. So assuming you're spending on ads $14 to $3,500 per month, over a year you would have spent anywhere between $16,000 to $42,000 you've already saved in doing this. The do-it-yourself path, like I said, you get the domain for maybe $12 to $15 a year. You get hosting for maybe $12 to $24 a year. And all of this sums up to $224 to get this done. Within 90 days, you could get your very first lead coming from all of the websites that you own. Why the map pack matters? Like I said, this section of the website here gets most of the calls, but it does not mean you would not rank right here. And all of the efforts you put into ranking your website also helps strengthen your Google business profile, and thus you are able to rank. I'm not saying paying for ads is bad. You could basically pay for ads, but you want to at least channel small part of that money or the profit that you get into building out this SEO system. Over time, you are able to own your own lead source and instead of renting them. So you might basically do this yourself with all of the things I've listed for you. I've shown you exactly how to structure your page, how to make Google love your page to be able to rank it on the first page of Google. All of the local citations you have to list, the 400, where to get them. I've told you about the press release, the King Newswire website that gets you the premium plan for $70, and how to get local guest posts and backlinks for $90 a pop from local SEO mentor of mine, Jackie Chow. I've revealed everything. I didn't hold anything back. This is exactly how you can do this out for $224 per site, and it could generate your leads coming month after month, years after years. But if you stick to work with us, we would also help you optimize your Google business profile such that you're able to appear right here in a search within a couple of months. We automate your review collection process such that when you complete a job for a happy customer, we send them a link to leave you a review. We set up a missed call text back for you for your site such that when someone calls you and you're busy, they automatically get texted back that you're going to call them. This basically prevents them from calling the next business owner. We set up an AI system for you that answers the calls for you, even and books these calls from you on autopilot. We stay on top of Google for all of the algorithmic change that happens month after month. Then within the next 90 days, you could basically do this yourself, or book a link in the description with us in the link below, and we'll see exactly what works in your industry, how competitive it is, and how we can start and get this thing done for you. If you've watched this video to this specific moment, thank you for watching. And if you have questions, leave them in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video.